What's going on, you guys? What is going on, y'all? What is going on? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 6, episode 3. What is going on, you guys? Okay, now listen, y'all know I was supposed to do this review yesterday. But baby, I was asleep. I wasn't feeling good yesterday, and I had to take one for the team and just take my ass, just lay my ass down, get a little bit of rest, and get myself together first before I came up here and did the video. And then on top of that, I got my rest last night, and then I was off today, went and got me a prescription filled today, and then watched Salt Lake City, laid down for about 30 minutes, fell asleep, and then here I am, like 7 minutes late for this damn live. But we here, y'all. We here. Just let y'all know we here. Um What's the tea though? What's the tea? Y'all know there's a lot been going on social media. You know what I mean? There's a lot that's been going on. We got Cardi B and Nicki Minaj going back and forth. We coming back later to talk about that and JT and Santana and all that shit. We coming back later on today to talk about that. Ooh, excuse me. So let me just remind you guys real quick. Y'all know that Bell Collective starts back tomorrow. Bell Collective starts back tomorrow. And y'all know that I normally go live for Bell Collective right after the episode airs. But because these lousy motherfuckers that I work for got me on schedule for tomorrow night, I get off at 10. So because I get off later than I'm normally getting off, the live is going to be a little bit late. So this is how it's going to go, y'all. So normally I will go live at 9:05, but on tomorrow I'll be going live at 11:35 because I get off at 10 p.m. So be on the lookout for that. So y'all can get a late night live on Bill Collective. And not only will y'all get that, y'all will be getting, Sunday is the return of Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all know that, don't it? Y'all know that, don't it? Y'all know that, right? Okay, so that is pretty much suggested that. Now we're going right back into the Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't know where I had made, like a thumbnail for that already. I don't know where the hell it's at, but yeah, that's coming back on Sunday, and I'll be going live right after the episode. And not only is that coming back, but the Whether You Like It or Not panel is also coming back on Monday. As we told you guys already, Josiah will not be joining us for the first 2 months of the panel because he'll be starting school. So he won't be on for until December. That is when he'll be back. He'll be back in December. So y'all got to stay patient and be on the lookout for that, honey. So yes, he'll definitely be back in December to do the Whether You Like It or Not panel. But however, he will be with us on Wednesdays for Roast and Review. Yes, indeed. Yes, he will. He will be here with us for Roast and Review. Definitely will be here for Roast and Review. So we're very excited about that. Roast and Review will be here on Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And yes, we will be talking about Bill Collective for Roast and Review. So yeah, honey, we got a lot going on over here on this channel this month because this past month has been a little bit dry. It's been dry. It shows, but we back on the saddle at this point. We're back in the saddle with everything else that's going on. So yes, I'm looking very much so forward to everything that we got going on this month. It all starts now. So yes, we got a lot going on. So yeah, so that's pretty much everything. So everything starts up on Sunday. So be on the lookout. Well, really everything starts back over on Friday, really. So just be on the lookout for it, y'all. We got a lot of stuff coming up. So with that being said, that's pretty much all that we got. So now we're about to hit the 5-minute mark. So let's get into the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. No. I didn't say Busy Blue. I said Josiah. Let me see. Where we at? Okay. All right. So we open up this week's episode with Lisa. The pompous, unapologetic, pompous ass bitch, Lisa. We open up with her, and she says that she's moving forward and not worried about none of the lawsuits. And I'm like, yeah, it's clear that you're not worrying about none of the lawsuits because, you're acting like Jen Shaw and you acting like Erica Jane. You know, all these lawsuits that's going on and people suing you for money and shit, and then you done piss these folks off, and now it's kind of like, but you ain't necessarily worried about these lawsuits, and that you ain't got no problem in the world with everything that's going on with these lawsuits, of course. But then she just sitting up here working, and the entire time that she's sitting there, she's just sitting up here talking about how the girls are always questioning what she's doing. And then she talks about the celebrities that she's working with, and then brags about the number of lawyers that she has. My thing with Lisa is she would be more likable if she wasn't such a pompous ass bitch that's always trying to talk about what she got, what she owned, how many celebrities she worked with, how her life is more so different than everybody else's life, how she's so much grander than everybody else. Like, she would be so much more likable if she didn't act that way. But being that she acts that way, the bitch ain't likable. And I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I don't like Lisa. I don't like her because, like, there's really no substance to her at all, because all she really got is the stuff that she has, the money that she's made and stuff like that. And that's the only thing that gets her by, is those type of things. And I really need for her to know that nobody give a fuck about none of that shit. Nobody cares. So I'm really gonna need for her to figure that out, because it's like, yeah, it's great to see that you know, it's great to see that you got all this stuff going on for yourself, and that you work with X amount of celebrities and all this other stuff. Like, yeah, that's great. I mean, but girl, I work with celebrities too, but that don't make me feel like I'm better than everybody. Hell, a celebrity was at my goddamn boot signing. Does that really make me feel like I'm better than somebody? No, it doesn't. It humbles me. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Lisa just is just irritating. She ain't got no substance at all. Like, the only thing that she knows how to do is name drop and talk about who she worked with, and money drop, and just try to make somebody else feel like they're less than and beneath her, when she's less than and beneath everybody fucking else. Don't nobody really give a fuck. Don't nobody really care. Get the fuck out my face. Seriously, get the fuck out my face. Nobody gives a fuck about what you're talking about, or what the fuck you got. Nobody cares. And until you realize that and learn that, you're gonna forever be looking crazy, because no one gives a fuck. That's all. No one cares. Little do you know. No one cares. If you work with all these celebrities, where the fuck is the, like Chuck said in the comments, where are the videos and where are the photos with these people at? You know, why these folks don't never shout you out for the work you've done for them? I feel like you a poser, and you a hustling ass bitch, and you want to sit up here and make your life be better than what it's supposed to be. And it really ain't. So I'm really gonna need for you to sit your motherfucking ass down somewhere, y'all. I know it just seems like every time I do this Salt Lake City review, and like I told y'all, I'm gonna try my best to keep it going with this, because you know I stopped reviewing Beverly Hills at the middle, and I'm really liking Salt Lake City, so I really don't want them to give me a reason to stop reviewing this show, because you know I give up a white show in a minute. But that's besides the fact. But yeah, like I know it just seems like I get on here and I just drag Heather through the rail. I mean, not Heather, but Lisa through the rails all the time. But I feel like it's deserved. Somebody need to humble that bitch. I'm sick of her. And I've been using that word bitch quite a bit every time I do Salt Lake City, but I don't really give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how nobody feels about it and who gets offended by the shit. I don't really give a fuck. Lisa is a bitch. And she just so insufferable to me and just completely ridiculous. Like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Girl, she irritates me, honey. She irritates me. It's just, Lisa is a person that bothers me with everything that she do. Like, have you ever met somebody that bothers you with everything that they do? Like, even with the look on their face. The look on their face bothers me. Her hair bothers me. The clothes that she puts on bothers me. Like, everything about her bothers me. And I don't see how people like her at all, because she's not likable. You know, Kenya Moore was a villain, but she was likable. I don't like Portia, but I can understand why somebody might like her. You know, K. Michelle is problematic when she wants to be, but she has a whole lot of fans. But I understand why some people like her, because she got great music and she's funny. Lisa not even funny. Lisa not even funny. Lisa not even entertaining. Lisa just a pale bitch. That's what she is. She's just stupid. There's nothing entertaining about this motherfucking girl. And I will stand on my soapbox and say it over and over and over and over and over again. I don't like Lisa. Okay? I don't like that Nutri-Grain bar-faced ass bitch. Don't like her. Don't like her. Don't care. She gives Wicked Witch of the West. I don't like her. And that's just it. And I'm sorry if y'all are fans of this broad, but I can't fuck with her. Like, for real. Like, and she didn't really do nothing right here in this scene. But this whole scene just shows me how much she's just so pompous and ridiculous. Like, that's all this scene is for her to flex. Like, girl, shut up. Like, girl, bye. Anyway. But I think I've dragged her enough. So let's move on to the next scene. So we get into Bronwyn and her husband. And they discuss Bronwyn's sick parents. And one thing about it, and two things for certain, you got to be a strong motherfucker to have two sick parents. Like, two. It's one thing to have one sick parent, but it's another thing to have two sick parents. And I don't know much about Bronwyn because, once again, I'm just now getting back into the saddle with the show. I haven't watched the show since season 3. So I'm still getting back into the saddle. But I definitely feel as though that got to be a hard thing to go through. Having two sick parents. Now, like I said, I don't know her background. Like, I don't know how many siblings she got or if she has any siblings or not. I don't recall them talking about her having siblings on this episode at all. But I can only imagine the things that she's dealing with right now, being that, you know, she got two sick parents and she's trying to take care of them. In addition to having a husband that she's trying to hold down, and in addition to having like this daughter of hers that's, you know, in the house with her, and she's trying to, you know, make sure she's good, and, you know, things like that. Like, you got a whole lot going on, Bronwyn. Like, and just listening to you, I kind of felt bad for you. And then she was talking about her talk with Meredith, and I think that Meredith, you know, has gone through some of the same things that, you know, she's going through with sick parents and stuff like that. So she had like a support system when it came down with Meredith talking about her own sick parents and stuff like that. She starts talking about Lisa, and she was saying how she has done nothing to Lisa but try to be cool with Lisa, try to be friendly with Lisa, trying to let bygones be bygones with Lisa, and it just don't work out for her. And then Todd says that he doesn't even understand why she tries with Lisa anyway, with all the things that Lisa has said and done to her. And I agree with Todd. Why the fuck is you trying to fuck with Lisa anyway? Lisa ain't nobody to fuck with. Lisa ain't nobody to be friends with. You feel what I'm saying? Like what you talking about? Like, if I was Bronwyn, I wouldn't even be trying to be cool with Lisa. First of all, Lisa reminds me of Rashida. She's like the Rashida of this motherfucking show. Just irritating, pompous, thinking that she's bigger than the program and all this other shit. Like, who would want to listen to Lisa talk? Like, Lisa talk like her voice is rough. Lisa talk like she needs some cough drops and 2 sips of NyQuil every time she opens her fucking mouth. Like, I can't stand Lisa. And Lisa looks down on everybody. So I don't understand how she even got friends to begin with if she looks down on every fucking body. She literally thinks she's better than you motherfuckers anyway, and y'all still be trying to be friends with the girl. Stop trying to be friends with her. She don't care about none of y'all. She thinks she's better than y'all. And you don't see that. Y'all don't see that she thinks she's better than y'all. Y'all don't see that she really feels like she's up here and y'all are down here. Y'all don't see that. Because if you don't see it, you're a motherfucking fool if you don't see it. Like, I don't care. Lisa ain't nobody to be friends with. And then that's why it really bothers me to see Heather sitting up here with her new face, kissing her ass. Like she's somebody to hand them her ass to kiss, and she barely got any ass anyway. Like, it's just like, girl, really? So no, I agree with Ty 100%. Like, Bronwyn, first of all, fuck Lisa. Why the fuck y'all feel like y'all gotta bow down to this motherfucker anyway? Who the fuck she's supposed to be? Because she ain't shit and she ain't nobody. Nobody of nothing. So she can sit her motherfucking ass down somewhere, honestly. Don't nobody give a fuck about Lisa and what she thinks and who she is and where she from. Fuck that bitch and the clique she claimed. Don't nobody care about her. But Brittany. That's the only motherfucker that really care. Oh, and Heather. What her used to look like a gargoyle looking ass. Okay? This is what I don't be understanding when motherfuckers on these shows. Like, why the fuck y'all want to be? Y'all be trying so hard to be friends with these mean girl ass hoes who don't mean none of you motherfuckers no good. I would not be trying to be friends with none of these hoes, honestly. I really would. Because what the fuck? Really? No. No way in the fuck I'll be sitting up here begging no bitch to be friends with me. Okay? And I promise you, when Jen Shaw was still on this show, Lisa wasn't doing all this. Yeah, Lisa was always a pompous ass bitch. Don't get me wrong, but she didn't act like she was this queen of the valley while Jen Shaw was on this show. And ain't nobody gonna tell me she ever acted like that because she didn't act like that. Because while Jen was on this show, Jen was the motherfucking queen. No matter how terrible her ass is, she was the queen. Because the damn sure wasn't none of Lisa. But now that Jen gone, now she want to take that whole thing and be the queen of the show and treat everybody else like peasants. Baby, bye. Like, I can't. Y'all know how I feel about lapdog ass motherfuckers. Y'all know how I feel about lapdogs. I do not like lapdogs at all. I'm way too strong of a person to be anybody's motherfucking lapdog. Anybody's lapdog. Anybody's lapdog. Got me fucked up. Period. Shout out to Mary. Cause that's the one I really like. But anyway, let me see where we at. What my notes said. This scene with Angie, I think she visited her dad, and it's really not much to talk about here. You know, this I will say that this episode wasn't as good as the first two. I feel like this episode was more of a filler episode, and I think it's way too early in the game for us to be having filler episodes. But this episode was pretty much filler for the most part. But she was visiting her daddy and, talking about going back to where he came from and stuff like that. And it's always something when you go to your parents' stomping grounds and seeing how they grew up, because I was born in Mississippi and my dad was born in Jersey, Patterson, New Jersey. As a matter of fact, he grew up in Mississippi too, but he spent most of his life in Jersey. And I remember when I first went back to Jersey, when I was in my late 20s to go visit, it was good seeing where he came from and seeing, all the places that he told me about and all the other good stuff. Like, it was nice to see all that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I loved all of that. So it's always good to go back to your parents' grounds and see where they come from. But one thing about my dad is that my dad is a Jersey boy at heart, but he's also country. Y'all see him on the show. He's country as fuck, but he's a Jersey boy at every step of the way. He's a Jersey boy. He's definitely a Jersey boy, but he country as hell. You can tell he still grew up in Mississippi, but he's definitely a Jersey boy. He's just a country nigga with a Jersey accent. That's what my dad gives. Okay, so yeah, but that's really it with Angie. I mean, she was just talking to her dad about, where he's from and, stuff like that. And I like Angie for the most part. I actually fucks with Angie, actually. So where we at now? So let me see. So Bronwyn, we're back at Bronwyn's. Her mom is over to the house, and we find out that her mom has been going back and forth to North California to her childhood home, right? And as we know, Bronwyn's father is dealing with Alzheimer's right now. And, she's just, her dad, her mom been going back to their old home, looking through things. And her mom said that there was things that's in that house that they haven't opened up in 25 years. So that's a lot of stuff that they haven't opened up and looked at in so long. And, she was just basically telling Bronwyn that, it was like very emotional for her to go back to that house, open up that stuff, look at all that stuff, and just say, like, do I really want to throw all this stuff away after he, once he's long gone? Like, do I really want to do that? And I can honestly see how emotional that shit can actually be, because of the simple fact that, you don't want to throw like valuables and stuff like that away. Like, you don't really want to do that. Like, you don't want to do that. Like, you don't want to throw no valuables away, or you don't want to throw things that belong to someone that you loved while they was on this earth. And now you want to, now you got to figure out if you want to keep it after they're gone. And I can honestly understand that. Like, I get it. I definitely, see it and all that shit. Like, for real, for real. Like, let me put my phone, because thank you for spam risk block. Okay. But yeah, it's just like, I get it. And I definitely understand, where they're coming from. And let's go ahead and continue on. Bronwyn was talking about how Alzheimer's is terrible. Now, I don't have a person in my family that has Alzheimer's, but I do have someone in my life that has Alzheimer's. And the person in my life that has Alzheimer's is my best friend's grandmother. She has Alzheimer's. And it's a very emotional thing, because some days they remember you, some days they don't. Sometimes they'll wander off. Because I remember my best friend's grandmother, like, she wandered off and they couldn't even find her. Like, she just left her house. No one knew where she was. And she just wandered off, and they spent all day and night looking for her. And she wound up at her brother's house. What made her go over there, I don't know. But Alzheimer's is a tricky thing. Like, it's very emotional. And her father doesn't remember adult Bronwyn. He thinks that Bronwyn is Gwen, which is Bronwyn's daughter that's going to college. He thinks that Bronwyn is Gwen. And I can only imagine how emotional that is for Bronwyn, because you got a father that's alive but don't even know who you are. He thinks that you're his granddaughter. He don't even realize you're his daughter. And I've always used to, like, I've seen other people deal with folks that got Alzheimer's and stuff like that. And I always wondered, how is that? And how do people deal with that? Like, I always have heard how stressful that shit is, but I never really took out the time to really see it until I saw my best friend go through it. And she's going through it right now. And she cries sometimes. Like, it's very complicated. Like Ebony M said, it's very complicated. And only thing I can do is pray for people that have relatives that are going through that, because that is the craziest shit ever. Like, just to know that you got somebody in your family that you love so much, and they get sick and they don't even remember who you are, and then you got to go through hoops for them to remember, and then one day they do remember, then you happy with it. But one thing about it is that when they get that memory back for that one day, you know what I'm saying? It's very much so like, yeah, you got to cherish that, because they might not remember you the very next day. So it's crazy. Like, and I've always said, watching my friend go through stuff like that, I don't ever want to go through nothing like that. Like when I see other people deal with stuff like that, it makes me afraid and stuff like that to ever deal with some shit like that. Like, it's very much so nerve-wracking. And I feel bad for Bronwyn. But another thing that made me feel bad for Bronwyn was when her mother made this snide remark saying that she needed Todd to get to where she is today. And Bronwyn immediately felt small and felt low about herself. And she says that all she ever wanted was her mother to accept her and show her love, but she doesn't do that for her. And I felt bad for Bronwyn. I felt bad for her, because it's like, we sitting up here talking about my dad being sick. We sitting up here talking about my dad not remembering me. And what you want to do now is throw in some shit about how I wouldn't be shit without my husband. What type of shit is that? And what the fuck sense does that make? I would never understand how people's parents could literally say some shit just to offend them and make them feel like crap. Like, I would never understand that. That is the craziest shit ever. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that to say? And this is why people get so upset with me when I say this. But this is why I say that we need to normalize speaking our minds to our parents. Whether you feel it's disrespectful or not, this is why we need to normalize that shit. Because what Mama Bronwyn said was completely out of line and just fucked up. And this is why Bronwyn is the way she is. This is why Bronwyn wants approval from people, because she never got it from where she needed to get it from, and that's her fucking mama. Demeaning the girl, just like Brittany said, demeaning the girl while you living in her fucking house. And you want to sit up here and demean her and tell her that she wouldn't have what she had if it wasn't for Todd? Well, bitch, be glad she got Todd. Because if it wasn't for Todd, you wouldn't be living in the damn house that you're living in right now, which is the house that your fucking daughter shared with fucking Todd. The fuck? Are you serious? And this is why, once again, this is why I normalize setting boundaries with parents, setting boundaries with grandparents, setting boundaries with cousins, setting boundaries with any motherfucking person in your family that's disrespectful. That is why I, Scotty, normalize that shit, because I don't give a fuck who you are. You're not gonna disrespect me. You're not gonna demean me. You're not gonna make me feel like I'm not shit for doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. You're not gonna make me feel like shit for living my life the way that I want to motherfucking live it. You're not gonna do any of that. Fuck you. Okay? And to be quite honest, you can get the fuck out of my house. If that's how you fucking feel, you can get out. You ain't gotta be here. Take your ass back to North California, bitch. You ain't gotta be here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And people always say, well, that's your mama, that's your daddy. You need to show them some respect. You need to do this, you need to do that. One thing I can tell you like this, I won't what I won't do is put my hands on none of my parents or anything like that, and I won't curse my parents out. But one thing I will do is let them know you're not gonna disrespect me. That's one thing you're not gonna do. You're not gonna disrespect me. You're not gonna come at me motherfucking crazy. You got me fucked up if you think that's what's about to happen. You're never gonna disrespect me. You're never gonna step out of your lane and come at me crazy because you feeling some type of way. Fuck how you feel. I'm grown. I'm sorry, but that scene with Bronwyn and her mama, that shit pissed me off. I hope Bronwyn is going to therapy, because that, like, no, I'll never be okay with that. Anyway, Heather and Angie. Heather gets ready for another book deal. Angie says she's getting her Greek citizenship, and she said she told her daughter about it, and her daughter don't give a fuck about it, which is crazy to me. And then they start talking about Lisa's behavior. And Heather was like, well, Lisa would say stuff like, well, I live my life different from you guys, and I got different things going on than you guys, and I got this much more money than you guys, and I do this more than you guys, and I got this shit going on more than you guys. She do that because y'all allow her to do that. That's why she does that. Do you not hear what she do? That because y'all let her do it. That's why she fucking does it. Are you serious? She don't respect y'all because y'all don't give her shit to be respected by. She don't respect y'all. That's why she treats y'all the way that she treats y'all. Because y'all want to be friends with this bitch so bad. And she know that. And she used that shit to her motherfucking advantage. That's why she does the, that's why she do the things she do. That's why she do the things that she do, because she know y'all gonna be coming groveling, trying to be her goddamn friend. Which is something that she doesn't fucking deserve at all. Mm-mm. That's what we're not doing. That's why she does that. Because y'all want to be her friend so bad. Next thing you know, Lisa got the girls at the gun range. She got Heather, Meredith, and Mary at the shooting range. Then Angie, Bronwyn, and Whitney and Brittany arrived for lunch. They walk into this room where they finna have lunch at. And there's a bunch of posters going around saying, dismiss, 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 dismiss. That's what all these posters are saying. So then Angie says that Lisa was digging behind Bronwyn's back, which she was digging behind her back. And then that's when Bronwyn says that's what Lisa does to other people. So Lisa and Bronwyn start going back and forth, but Lisa really ain't got no leg to stand on because when she finds out one thing about a bitch, she throws it in their face. So yeah, she does dig behind people's backs. Although she never wants to admit that that's what she do, but she does dig behind a bitch back all the time. That's just what she do. Lisa asked Angie, what was she hoping to gain from talking about her? But my thing is, why do you think people got to gain something from talking about you? You ain't shit. This show and these girls on this show is making you pop your pussy way too hard. Cause you really ain't you really ain't that girl. You ain't never been that girl. And I'm really gonna need for you to realize that you're not that girl. You really not. So I'm gonna need for you to shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down because you're not giving that. You ain't giving that, and you never have given that. All you do is throw around the celebrities that you work with, which we never see you with them. All you do is throw your money in the air, which we don't believe you got all that. All you do is look like a damn witch by the face. All you do is walk around thinking you better than the girls, and if you were, you wouldn't be on the same show with them. So you talking about what was Angie supposed to be gaining by talking about her? Bitch, you're in the news. You're in the newspaper. Why aren't we talking about you? Why shouldn't we talk about you, bitch? You in the newspaper. The fuck? I'm just saying. No one cares about you that much. You ain't nobody got shit to gain off talking about you. And then Lisa starts comparing Angie to Jen Shah and saying that she wants to be Jen Shah. She looked like Jen Shah, which is crazy because you damn near had a litter of kittens when somebody compared you to Jen Shah. Girl, shut your ass up. Then Meredith calls out Whitney when Whitney starts talking about the lawsuits, and she was saying that people got lawsuits against her too, so she really can't be talking about nobody. And then that's when Brittany was like, well, you didn't defend your friend when they was all talking about her on the camping trip. And then she said, yes, she did. And Mary said, you didn't defend Lisa. And then Lisa and Whitney got into it too. And Whitney was triggered because she got up from the table, walked over there to Lisa, started screaming in her damn ear. And I was really hoping that Lisa had slapped the shit out of. I was hoping that Whitney slapped the shit out of Lisa. I really want her to slap the shit out of her ass. Somebody need to slap the shit out of Lisa. But I know these white hoes ain't finna fight nobody. I know they ain't gonna fight. You know, I just want somebody to meet Lisa out on the block somewhere and whoop her ass because I just can't with her. I can't with her. But that's pretty much the episode, y'all. Like I told y'all, this episode was less enjoyable than the first two. It was more of a filler episode to me, but I hope y'all still enjoyed my review for what it gave. Okay, I'm still hoping y'all did enjoy the review because I tried. But that's pretty much just it. Like I said, I stand by what I said. I want Lisa to get her ass beat. Okay, I could not be on no Real Housewives show. I would have been slapped the shit out of one of them hoes. I'm just saying, for real. The hoe being Lisa, who needs to get her ass slapped. But anyway, y'all, that's about it for today's review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, listen, I'll be back at 8 o'clock. I got another live to do. I'm going to be talking about the Cardi B, Nicki stuff, the JT and Santana stuff, the Charlamagne and Nicki stuff. We're going to be talking about Nicki, JT and Saucy Santana, Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club. We're talking about all that at 8 o'clock tonight. So come on back for that. Please come on back for that. Okay. Now, Prophet is asking me, are you smacking up your castmates over on that show? I am not smacking them because they ain't gave me no reason to smack them. Now, somebody almost got smacked, but it wasn't by me. But But ain't nobody really gave me no real reason to smack them on the show that I'm on. It's just that these bitches just in my motherfucking business this entire from episode 1 to episode 8. They're in my fucking business, okay? That's all that is. Now, at my book signing, I was tempted to slap somebody in their motherfucking face. I promise I was at my book signing, but you know, I ain't gonna give away the show because I was kind of heated at that book signing. I want to slap a motherfucker in their mouth, but to each his own. But no, I'm not violent on this show. You know, I've just been using my words. You know, but yeah. So baby, when we get in the teaser. The first teaser, they're working on the first teaser right now, actually. You know, there's going to be different teasers coming out. There's going to be the first teaser, and then there's going to be a second teaser that's a little bit longer, and then there's going to be like a third teaser that's a tab, like maybe like a minute, and then after that, it's going to be a super trailer. And the show comes out in November. All October is nothing but all promo for this show. And we do our cast shooting next Saturday. And I meet the cast next Saturday in our first round of confessionals. We're done filming basically. I do have to film 2 pickup scenes. I have to film Saturday. I got 2 scenes to film Saturday. And then I got 1 more pickup scene to do. And then I'm going to be done filming because I film more than everybody. So that's besides the point. It's giving the Sky the show, as I told y'all before. Y'all gonna see what I'm saying when the show come out, because y'all gonna see me on I'm on every damn episode. So everybody who said that I was gonna be boring on a reality show and that a reality show is and then I'm not good for reality TV, y'all will be the judge of that when y'all see this fucking show, because it's all about me. Just to let you know. But anyway, let me go ahead and get out of here. Y'all know I got to give y'all the tea about this show every 10 seconds. I'm going to ask and see when I can say the name of it, because I really want to tell y'all the name of the show right now, actually. But let me see. So make sure y'all pick up my book, That's Why You're Lonely. It is out right now on Amazon and Kindle, so make sure you guys pick it up. I'm sending out pre-orders right now. I got to go to the post office tomorrow before work and send out the next 4 copies of the book. So y'all that pre-ordered last month, y'all need to be sitting on ready, because the pre-orders that the people that ordered like a signed copy, the books are coming. I'm starting by who started off first. Like I already did the first 4 and I'm doing the second 4. So that's how I'm going about doing it. I'm starting with who sent them first. So yeah, so be on the lookout for this, for your pre-orders. Your pre-orders is on the way. Just let y'all know the pre-orders is on the way. I'm going to the post office for the second time tomorrow. But for those of you who want your book right now, go to Amazon and go to Kindle, and there it is right there. Make sure you guys go and pick it up, okay? With that being said, though, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, y'all, your boys up out here. And until my next video, I'll see you guys a little bit later. Bye.
Cause I know what I want. I guess I could pray to the man up above. Start a new path with unconditional love. I can build a new life out of this mess, moving on to a place free from the stress. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. All of my life, and you know it hit the worst when it starts at the night. I'm the type of nigga shit that can speak for itself. See, I'm a bad little nigga with his heart as well. Say it best from the heart, so it beating is felt. Just a sense to see you smile, so more body can melt. With the cause is still, nigga, I was just wishing. Can I be the only bad bitch that you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hitting like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hitting like?